Hello there, I'm Professor Presley. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Tonight we're going to talk about Saturn. And Saturn is the sixth planet from our sun in our solar system. It is a gas giant. It's huge. It's 9.5 times the size of the Earth. It is the second largest planet in our solar system after Jupiter. Jupiter is also a gas giant. Saturn has rings that are visible through a telescope, and even a really crappy telescope. Even though other gas giants have rings, you can see them through a telescope. And I remember the first time I saw Saturn's rings through a telescope, it blew my mind. So that's pretty exciting thing. The reason that we're going to be talking about Saturn this evening in particular is because it's been in the news recently because of one of its moons, Epimetheus. Epimetheus belched out a little phosphorus recently, and that's a building block of life, and so gives us excitement that it's one more thing out there that could support life. And Epimetheus is, it has water ice on it, has oceans, and it is able to, even though it's so far out, even though it's this space away from the sun, its gravity squeezes and pulls on the moon, and that is what heats it up, like if you were squishing on a racket ball or whatever. You squish on whatever ball you want. It doesn't have to be a racket ball, okay? As long as you own the ball and there's some level of consent involved. Moving on. Epimetheus is pretty exciting because it actually shares its orbit with another moon, Janus, and they share a circular pattern around Saturn. And sometimes one's on the inside and sometimes one's on the outside, and they swap orbits as they're going around Saturn. And so there's a out there in our own solar system, on one of the 8 planets in our solar system out there, there's a moon that could possibly support life, just like Europa could possibly support life. And if you see that everything is sort of going toward the sun, right? It's all drawn in by the sun. Well, what if life started out there, right? What if the beginnings of life were out there and they came and landed on the Earth because it's in the Goldilocks zone? That means it's not too close to the sun where all of our water burns up and evaporates, and it's not too far away from the sun that everything freezes and it's cold and shitty. Because nobody wants that. We want to be right there in the porridge that's not too hot and not too cold. All right, and you can't really go live at Saturn unless you were to build a cloud city there and do some gas mining like Lando. That could be a possibility. But because Epimetheus is in the news, and because we're getting closer and closer to finding life out there, right? There's a high probably there's definitely life out there, and I don't know why they haven't visited us. And again, I don't know if they have. I don't think they have. They haven't visited me, but neither has anyone else, guys. Thanks a lot. But I digress. Let's go back to Epimetheus and Janus for just 1 second. You got 2 moons out there, 2 cold moons that are at least warm enough for life, and they're out there spinning. And what are they doing? They're taking turns. They're sharing an orbit, right? And so if 2 cold moons out by Saturn can share an orbit, then you guys can let each other in when you're out on the highway, okay? Be a little more like Janus and Epimetheus and share the road once in a while. And as you're doing it, pay attention, stay off your phone, keep your seatbelt on. If your Tesla's driving for you, still pay attention, because, robots hate us. And every day, a robot tries to kill us in some way. I don't know if that's true. I'm almost certain that's not true. but some of the other stuff is, because I got it out of this book. Also, I studied, but I should show you this anyway. I have a whole lesson book. So don't you worry, guys. There's plenty of boring ass lectures, and it's not just about space or geology or counting crows. It's about everything. All of these lectures are about something, and I do some research because that's all I do. So send me out to Saturn. I'll check it out. Okay? I'm gonna need a lot of fruit roll-ups and Tang and Colombian coffee. Let's just send a robot that looks like me. I authorize Saturn. I authorize NASA. You guys, if you want to build a robot, my same dimensions, okay? Let's do this. Let's send it up there. Let's make it a little cooler, okay? A little smarter. Okay. Let's make sure that my robot doesn't say as much as I do. I wanted to close it dramatically, but you can't do that with the 3-ring binder. So pretend I closed it dramatically. Thanks for coming by. If you guys are having fun watching these, whatever these are, please hit like, subscribe, share, do that whole thing. It's like the Hunger Games, okay? You got to get people to like you, and then they sponsor you. But you don't have to send me like jelly to put on my leg or anything. You just click on the sponsor thing, and then you come back and you watch the videos, hoping that one of them's going to be good. Sometimes they are. I mean, my graphics are getting better. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturn. Go hug a tree on another planet if you can. Shabbat Shalom. It's been a very peaceful, wonderful day. And as I was out here finding peace, on the wind, a song caught me. And the song has a stream in it. And by a stream, I mean to say a body of water that flows. It begins with setting. It's a place in time. And it's slowed in time by the description of the first line. The setting is placed. Someone from somewhere else arrived to a place. The stranger walks in. In the still water, she lies down. Marjorie, by Counting Crows. In the still water, she lies down, shaking through the press of sunlight. He rolls into Lexington. She shakes off a drop of sunlight. Water beating up her chest, bleeding down between her knees. Rivers in Kentucky flow between the bluegrass wavy seas. But oh, Marjorie sticks the knife in while I couldn't see. Breathless with anticipation, bated breathers set their hooks and duck their heads beneath the high grass that lie in wait beside the brook. Were infants pushing slowly through frustration, leading back along the alleys of a childhood that would not release us willingly. But oh, Marjorie. She takes the blade and walks away from me. Oh, Marjorie. She sticks the knife in while I couldn't see. So dust me off, shut me down. I dream of where I haven't been. Close the door inside my heart. Stuff me in the South Atlantic wind. I have hollow eyes, haunting only to myself. Even so, I can't stop carving these great big hollows in myself. I took a train from California to the far side of the continent and woke up in Kentucky, where a wedding was about to end. And I looked up at Anna. She turned back to look at me. It's best to kill the ones that matter. Render blind the ones who see. Marjorie. My heart won't stop bleeding all over me. Good day, I'm here with Tommy and we are going...
Helicopter flying.
We're going to a casino and we are in search of... We're gonna be meeting up with the manager here at one of the restaurants. Apparently they've been seeing a large dog-like creature in here. So we're gonna go investigate if there is a hound of the Atlantis. All right, so we are here getting ready to go into the Purple Parrot, the Professor Presley Purple Parrot. And I'm here with Tommy, and we're gonna play a little Keno before we go in. We don't have to stop either. We can continue to play during breakfast.
Oh yeah, exactly.
We could play this until all of our $2 are gone. Or until we win, which is the more likely thing. I'm pretty sure. Like if I get just 4 of them, right? That's pretty good.
4 out of 8.
4 out of 8. That's
I
half.
think it wins something. I don't think it's that great, but it's something.
I gotta hit 7. I gotta hit 8. So now let's check our chances here. 32% of every wager goes to the meter.
No crap.
No crap on the
Okay. When's the wedding?
next weekend.
Okay.
I'm officiating, so it's gonna be fine.
I got you. Alright,
Well, hello there. I hope that you are all having a wonderful day today. I've been having a pretty good day. Went out to breakfast and went out tuxedo shopping and thrift store shopping, and it's just been a nice day. Tomorrow is Father's Day, and so happy Father's Day to all of the priests out there. And so you're gonna watch something that I made based off of a song, and it's like it might seem weird. I don't know what it is. It's like I do monologues. Anyway, so look, I know it's weird. Okay, I get it, but also maybe you find value in it. I have, I just have whatever pops into my head. I just kind of go with it. So thanks for watching, and I guess just kind of go with it. When I'm out in the wild, I can only do songs that I can remember and that I can, I don't even even know if I got all the words, but only songs I can remember, so they're gonna be a lot of Counting Crows songs. Like, that's a bad thing.